Hello, everybody. Welcome to the introduction to doTERRA's essential oils. First of all, I just wanted to say that I'm really acknowledging your step to find out more because it's not something that everyone does. And this is my absolute passion to teach as many people as I can about these incredible natural medicine to give you more choices. Because that's exactly what it's done for me. I came across these oils about 9 years ago now, and I was someone that just didn't like using medicine. Some of you might be able to relate to this. I just innately knew that chemicals weren't great to put into my body, and it just didn't feel right. And I really tried to avoid it as far as possible. And sometimes, especially with my children, I felt the need to perhaps use some Calpol or something else, because there was nothing else in my world that I knew about until I came across these essential oils, which I was astounded by because I had absolutely no idea that essential oils could be used as natural medicine. So I thought they were just nice smells, perhaps nice in a massage, bit of reflexology, that kind of a thing, and I had no idea that every single essential oil on this planet has been given to us for natural medicine. And this, I believe, whatever you believe in, it's Mother Earth, it's nature's medicine that has been provided for us since the beginning of time. And it has been used very wisely and effectively by people throughout the ages. And in our modern world, we've kind of lost touch of this. So I'm here to remind us of these incredible tools of nature that are here for us, that they're all around us. They're in every country in the world in different forms. And I'm going to explain a little bit about why they're so effective, why they're a lot better than using modern medicine in many cases, and how effective they are to be used and how you can use them safely as well and really simply. So, first of all, what are essential oils? Well, they are the immune system of the plant. So they have all the healing properties of the plant. And because we are carbon-based, as plants are, our body recognizes this healing property. And so essential oils, as opposed to medicine, will not force your body into anything. They will work and communicate with your cells in your body because they are alive, and your body will recognize them, and they'll innately know what to do. So where to go in your body to really help. So they can be used to boost our immune system as well, just as they do in plants and many more things, as I will come on to. They are nature's strongest form of natural medicine. I've learned about herbs, and many of you might have heard how good and effective herbs are. Essential oils are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So they really are an incredible form of medicine. So why doTERRA's essential oils? What is different about doTERRA's essential oils? There are many different essential oils out there, and some of you might be using some of them. doTERRA have a very unique stamp of approval on their essential oils because there is no governing body at all when it comes to essential oils. Many essential companies are looking to try and get a pure oil, and it's very, very difficult unless you put a lot of money into it and a lot of testing, which no other company has been able to do up till now. And whereas doTERRA's mission was to produce a pure oil, so that's their absolute focus. They have invested a lot of money into the testing of essential oils, and they know what's needed to absolutely ensure that their essential oils are 100% pure. And they've gone above and beyond what any other company out there has done. So they can absolutely guarantee that every single oil they have, every single drop, is completely as it should be without any contaminants in it at all. Nothing's been taken away, nothing's been added. So first of all, these essential oils are all sourced from their natural habitat from all over the world, different parts of the world, depending on the oil. And even down to the time of day that they're harvested makes a massive difference to the essential oil. And then the process with which they're harvested, the distillation process or the cold pressing process, as in the citrus oils, is all so carefully monitored. And then the vigorous testing occurs. Now, most companies will do a couple of these tests because, as I said before, they are very expensive and you have to go to the right people to do them. doTERRA do them all, and they do them for longer periods of time because they've worked out what's needed to really show what's in an essential oil. And then they don't stop there. There's also third-party testing. So this is everything that doTERRA does to ensure that their oils are completely pure. And because of this, the essential oil world has experienced way higher results, and very safely as well, I might add, than before. Because if you think about it, you know, most essentials will have some kind of contaminant in, or they'll be diluted, or some trace things that have come in from the soil or the surrounding environment that they're unable to detect. And when you're putting these things on your skin, or you're even breathing them in, you're breathing those chemicals in as well. And certainly when they're not in their most potent form, so when they're diluted, you're not going to get the effects that these essential oils are designed to give you. So you're going to get a really slight knock-on effect. You're going to get a slight support for your headache, or slight ease in your digestive system. Whereas these essential oils, as I said, are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. They're extremely potent. And just to remind you of that, I'd like you to all get out your wild orange that you've been given and just have a smell. Put a drop of this on your hand. This is a great way of taking the essential oils aromatically. So aromatic is great to get the oils into your brain, into your limbic system, where they're going to interact with your cells in your brain and actually change the chemistry and induce the release of different hormones. There we go, just breathe that in. Just really get that into you. Yeah, so they'll induce the release of different hormones that will actually change the state of your feeling and how your emotions are being processed. It's incredible. So they can really hack your feelings of that moment, which is why they're so effective with helping to manage your mood and changing that kind of, state of being, which has a knock-on effect on your physical as well, of course. I've also got peppermint here as well, which is what I often sampled most of you, I think, at the show. 1 drop of peppermint is the same as 28 cups of peppermint tea. So we are literally not messing around here with these essential oils. So how can you use them safely and effectively? Well, there are 3 ways. One of them is aromatically, and as I've mentioned, that's the best way to enhance your mood and to help with your emotional state. It's also a really good way of getting rid of microbes in the air. So we spoke about a blend, some of you, called On Guard, which I will mention a bit later. This is a wonderful blend. It smells like Christmas. It's got cinnamon and clove in, and this is your immune boosting blend. This will actually kill viruses and bacteria. And so it's a great method of diffusing. So putting it in your diffuser and allowing that to diffuse around your home, it will clear the air from about 30 meters squared. So that kind of range, get rid of microbes. So imagine that, while you're sleeping, it's a great time to do it when your body is in rest and able to really fight the microbes that are perhaps in your body, the unwanted microbes. It will really boost your immune system at nighttime. So that's a great time to do it and get rid of those viruses and bacteria that you might not even know about yet. So these oils can be used as a preventative. So that's one way. Topical, as we just did, is another way. So because these oils are free of contaminants, they're very safe. Now, when you start using them, I would recommend using them with a carrier oil. So here's one that we use, coconut oil. So you can just put a bit of that on your skin and put 1 to 2 drops of the oil on top. So a great example of topical use is with the Zengest blend, which contains phenols, cardamom, ginger, peppermint, all those kind of tummy soothers. We've just had the sickness bug actually get around our house, and mine lasted a day. I literally got over it so quickly. And I was just putting 1 to 2 drops of the Zengest blend, rubbing it on my tummy. and it really soothed the kind of cramping that was happening. And I did this about every hour, and that helped me to get rid of this germ so quickly. The topical use is great also for pain. So there's another blend that's called Deep Blue, which contains peppermint, wintergreen, anti-inflammatory oils, blue tansy as well. And you can put that on any area of pain, whether it be back pain, migraines even, knee pain, arthritic pain, anything like that. So that's topical use. Now, the third way is very exciting because this is very unique to doTERRA. And I would not recommend doing this with any other oils, again, because you really need a pure oil to do this. You can take these oils internally. So the benefits of this is to get to your internal system quicker. Obviously, any time you're going to put an oil on your skin or breathe it in, it is going to get into your body. And if you want to have a quicker and more concentrated effect internally, then that's when you want to take it internally. So if you want to ease stomach discomfort, you could put it on topically as I did, and you could put 1 to 2 drops in some water and drink it. Certainly, if you want to attack your gut, if there's something going on with your gut, you want to address those issues, then taking an oil internally is great. Oregano is such a powerful oil for killing parasites and helping to cleanse your gut, getting rid of bacteria, anything that shouldn't be there. It's actually nature's strongest antibiotic, and there are so many PubMed results and papers that you can read about if you're into that, which show how oregano comes out better than antibiotics at fighting bacteria and viruses. So we all know the effects and the side effects you get from antibiotics. You've got oregano that you can take instead, which is incredible. Oregano is a hot oil, and I will just mention that now. Some of these are hot oils, and so you definitely don't want to put them directly on your skin. So it's always safe to start putting them on your feet first, actually, for topical use, and you can see how you go from there. In our one-to-one consultation, I will guide you more in this. This is just designed to get you excited and really keen to find out more about how these oils can address whatever symptoms you have. Literally, they're very easy to use. As with everything, it just takes, a bit of just time, a little bit of patience at the beginning, and just taking that first step and opening the bottle and just starting to use it. And you'll be surprised at how quickly they will really become such an essential part of your life, because they are designed to be used daily. Having a drop of lemon in your water every single day will help to detoxify you and cleanse your liver. So supporting your liver, which works at getting rid of all the chemicals in your body. And often it gets blocked up because we have so many chemicals coming from everywhere. And the problem is, as our body gets full of chemicals, it's so busy trying to fight that, and that's when other things start to fail. So we need to keep on top of just cleansing our body every single day, which is why taking lemon in your water is so, so vital for optimum health and prevention. And that's what we're looking at, right? It's about empowering ourselves to be able to not need medical attention. Yes, there's a place for doctors, of course there is, and it should be the absolute last line of defense. Usually what we're doing is we're having to go to them for every little thing because we don't have anything else and no way of managing and helping to prevent these bigger things that come about. And the oils, they will address big things, by the way, as well as those little things, those daily things. And because they're so natural and really beneficial to take daily, it's such a great thing to start including your daily habits. So there's some ways that you can take the oils, and unlike medication, there are absolutely no side effects with the essential oils. So they are completely safe to use on babies. I've used them throughout pregnancy. I've used them on my babies. I've used them on my mom, who's now in her 80s. She was actually the wonderful person that got me into these oils. So that's a story for another day. But yeah, I've really benefited from using these oils on every person in my world. You know, there's no one that cannot use these essential oils, and they can be used alongside medications too. And again, in our one-to-one, I'll take you through more of that. So now I just want to share my screen with you. I didn't want to just bring a presentation to you guys. I often do, here we go, from current slow. I often do classes and I'll use a PowerPoint, and then they're longer. And this is just more designed to just kind of, as I said, introduce you to them. I didn't want to bombard you with slides. But just to take you through some of the core oils, you know, that doTERRA recommend you start with. Lavender is a great example of somewhere to start. Just seeing how much time I've done, because I don't want to go on too long here. It's really calming, really relaxing. It's also great for helping with your blood pressure as well, though. So it's used for things that you might not be aware of. Very good for mood and very good for sleep, cuts, grazes, bleeding, burns, sunburn. You know, anything that needs to be calmed, you can rely on lavender. So definitely a necessity to have. These are your first aidy kind of kit oils. Lemon we've already spoken about. It's also very uplifting and energizing. It's like the wild orange in lots of ways. Both will help to cleanse. Wild orange is more of a mood lifter and an antimicrobial, whereas lemon is more antiseptic. So great for cleaning. And I make my cleaning sprays just from lemon and water. It's really cheap. And again, you're not squirting any like horrible chemicals around your home that you and your children or your loved ones are going to absorb and start overloading your liver. Peppermint, you'll experience hopefully. So you know about peppermint. So invigorating, great for headaches, great when you've got a cold, stomach upsets, you know, lots and lots of things. Inflammation as well. One thing I just want to go into quickly, because I find this fascinating, and hopefully you will too, is that, you know, yes, as I said, it's a place for medication. And there's often places where medication doesn't work, though. And this is in the case of viruses, right? Because they are hiding inside our cells, those sneaky viruses. And antibiotics cannot enter the cell. They cannot get into them because they are water-based. And the outside of our cell membrane is lipid-based. Whereas essential oils, again, it's nature's design, perfectly designed. They are lipid, and they can therefore penetrate that cell membrane so easily and get in and kill that virus, as well as killing the bacteria. So that's why they're so essential with anything viral or bacterial. And this is the one, as I mentioned, that you put in your diffuser. It's such a good preventative. As soon as I'm coming down with something, I will put a drop of this in some water, gargle it and swallow it. And it will stop me getting ill 9 times out of 10. And if it continues, I'll just continue to use this to support me through that illness, and it will help me get rid of it much more quickly. So really good. It's also an analgesic, so it will help with tooth pain as well. It's got clove in it, so it will help to kill the bacteria in your mouth and just help with the pain. You know, there's so many more things these oils will do, and I can expand in our one-to-one. Tea tree. So this is what this one is. You know about this one probably. Again, a great antiseptic, great for cleaning, great for hair health. Works really well with oregano, actually, at helping to combat bacteria and viruses. This is our natural antibiotic, so powerful. Also gut health, helps with candida as well. I didn't mention that one before. Really the big guns. When you're feeling like your body's really in kind of defense mode, this is when you want to pull out the oregano to help support you. And a great place to put this is on the bottom of the feet, because it is a hot oil, so you don't really want to put it anywhere else on your skin, and you can take it internally. It's a really good way of taking it. This is your deep blue blend we spoke about, the pain one, muscles, joints, any aches, anything like that. Really good for inflammation. This is actually now called Air, your respiratory blend. So this, a bit like peppermint, will really help to open up your airways, and it's got some other oils in that will really help to assist in this. also helps emotionally with anxiety. And by the way, I teach emotional classes with the oils as well, because the two are so linked, aren't they? Physical and emotional. And the oils will go in on an emotional and a physical layer, which is why they're so effective as well. And again, herbs don't really do that. Food, you know, of course they do a little bit with the emotions, of course, whereas essential oils, because they get that quick access to the limbic system, they're really fast acting on your emotions and help to actually release emotions as well. And that's another day for that, another time, but ask me about that in our one-to-one. So this one's good for like asthma and croup, your more serious respiratory conditions, coughs, things like that. Digestive support, that's the one I use to help with my sickness bug. Also helps with any kind of digestive support at all. So IBS as well. Frankincense, my goodness, is the king of oils. This will enhance the effects of all the other oils up to 10 times. And it's an anti-aging one. It helps to tighten your skin, so it's an astringent. So it helps to, to support your skin so it doesn't look saggy, you know, that kind of thing. It helps to get rid of wrinkles, helps with scarring, some more deep kind of scarring. So rather than just your light cuts that lavender will help with, this will really help with deep scarring. A highly emotional oil too. It's very good for meditation and spiritual awareness as well. Inflammation. This is the one that there's lots and lots of research for really the major illnesses that we all worry about as well. Frankincense is the one that will help with that too. So that was like a brief introduction into the oils. I really hope you've like really kind of been able to glimpse into why these oils are so good and what makes doTERRA oils different and how these oils can really help you in your life. And, you know, I've had people say to me, well, I don't really have any illnesses, so I don't need oils, right? That's like saying, I don't need healthy food. You know, oils are a lifestyle thing. We do need them because if you're living and breathing in this world, unfortunately, you are breathing in toxins and we're constantly fighting things. And we probably don't have an absolute perfect clean diet either. And so you need the oils to help as a preventative and also on the emotional level too. Like if you're thinking, there's definitely some negative thinking going on there, which is having an impact on your body. And the essential oils help to clear out that and raise your vibration. So yes, everyone needs essential oils, absolutely, which is why they're here in nature and why they were designed for us. And I'm so excited to help you on your journey and help you work out where the best place to start is for you. Now, not everyone starts with a kit, and I'd say probably 90% of people do, because it's the most effective way to start, as in you get the core oils together, and when you have them together, you'll get a lot more out of them rather than just using one oil by themselves. So they always enhance each other, and often, you know, you'll need from day to day, or just need some different oils. And so having those 10 core oils together in the kits that I'll show you in a second, you've pretty much got your medicine cabinet, your kit to be able to deal with most things that are going to come up, most things that most of us deal with. Okay, there's some more specific things. And again, those oils in that kit will really help with them. And sometimes you'll need a few other oils too. And that's where our one-on-one will help to be able to create your kind of wellness journey with that and help you, you know, to get the oils that you need along the way. How doTERRA works is you can purchase retail, and I will include a website in the email where you can do that. That is the most expensive way to get your oils. You're paying top price for that I never have to pay. And I don't really like people to have to pay that because it is top price for these oils. And these oils do cost more than normal oils because let's remember they are 100% oil. And most oils out there, even the really good ones, won't have more than 10% of the actual oil in them because it is so expensive to get that. So you want to get these at the cheapest that you possibly can, and doTERRA offer every single person the wholesale price, and that's what I purchased them at. Excuse me. So I purchased them at the wholesale price, which is just paying £24 for a membership, And that's a year membership that can get renewed each year. It's £18 to renew it. And you get a free peppermint when you renew it, which costs £18. So it kind of makes the renewal fee, not really there. And from then onwards, this means you can purchase at 25% below retail. So you get 25% off every single time you buy an oil. So whether you start with a kit or start with just some single oils, the membership is definitely the best, most affordable way to do it. Now, doTERRA have these starter kits, which contain those 10 core oils that I've introduced to you today. And this is the cheapest way of getting them, because when they put them in a kit, they already knock off a chunk of money. And this includes your enrollment as well. So this Family Essentials kit are the 10 core oils in 5 ml bottles, which is about 80 drops of essential oil. So lemon, for example, will last you probably 80 days because I recommend using that every day. And that's one of your cheapest oils that you can just replace. You can just buy the lemon when you've run out. And frankincense, which is your most expensive one in this kit, and a really good way to get frankincense, by the way, because on its own, it's £76 for a 15 ml bottle. So this oil will probably last you a few months at least, sometimes a year, because you don't use it as often. So the oils don't have a best before date. They'll last forever if you don't put them in the sunlight. And citrus oils are the ones that will last about 5 years. All the others will last forever. So they have 5 ml bottles for £133.75, including the enrollment. The better value for money is the slightly bigger kit. Quite a bigger kit in terms of the bottles. You get 3 times the amount of bottles of oil, which is 15 ml bottles, about 240 drops, and you get a free diffuser to start enjoying the aromatic benefits. And again, your enrollment fee is included in that as well. So for just over twice the price, you get 3 times the amount of oil. So you can see that's much more effective to do. So we've come to the end. I just wanted to give you a glimpse into this and explain just a few ways of how you can purchase as well, to answer any questions that you might have, just the initial questions. And you've all got a free one-to-one, which is our show special. So, I invite you to really take advantage of that. I don't offer free one-to-ones often at all. And it's part of the gift that I really felt I wanted to gift at this show. I haven't done that in other shows before, and I really wanted to do it this time. I just felt that was the thing I wanted to do. So I invite you to come to that one-to-one. I'll put in the email how you can book that, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have, just guide you and help you start your essential oil journey. Thank you for listening, and have a lovely rest of your day.